Hello, romance readers. So, do you want to know the power of $4 a month? Watch this.
Galley, since I witnessed your discovery of the truth, I have spoken in your defense of the betrayal done to you by your husband. There are others here that doubt that you are innocent, but we will see. As for you, she continued as she waved her thin hand at Emerald, you have admitted to your crime, although you have claimed that you acted under force. Therefore, you must atone for your actions against the clan and prove that you are innocent. Emerald watched as both Waylon and Jackson pushed their way through the crowd, one holding a small table and the other holding a pine box. The woman waited until the table was placed in front of Emerald, with the box sitting on top. To show your remorse for your actions, you must remove your finger, the woman declared, as if she was asking for a cup of tea. Jackson thought Emerald might faint as she began to understand what was being asked of her. This practice was very common in the Yakuza, whenever someone stepped out of line. He watched her intently as she gulped once, and then again, before she reached out a shaking hand to open the box lid. If she could get over the sight of the large knife that was wrapped in the white velvet cloth, she might actually be able to do it. He had witnessed in the past many men unable to perform the atonement, which meant them losing their lives, instead of only a finger. Let this be a warning to you, Callie. If you ever step out of line, the lady cautioned as she turned her cold, expressionless gaze to stare at Callie. Now, child, that one, she demanded forcefully, as she pointed at Emerald's pinky finger on her left hand. By this time, Emerald was shaking so bad that Jackson was afraid she might accidentally cut off more than just the finger. Emerald slowly pulled her other fingers back into a fist. She closed her eyes to steady herself. She had to calm her rapid breathing before she got lightheaded and passed out. Hell, it's only a finger. What's a finger compared to my life? She considered. But the pain that would follow after the chop, and the fact that she had to wield the knife was almost unthinkable. Fuck it, she yelled, as in one quick silver movement, she brought the knife up over her head and back down with a swoosh. A loud crunch, followed by a thumping sound, echoed throughout the silent place before deafening cheers from the onlookers went up in the room. Like slow motion, Emerald's eyes widened as she witnessed her pinky detach from her hand to fly across the room before it rolled to a stop on the floor. In a state of paralyzed shock, she fell backward into oblivion. Jackson had to force himself not to move. He knew that she was getting ready to pass out from the shock of cutting off her own finger. He had been holding his breath in wonder while he waited to see if she was going to go through with the act. The sharp knife had sparkled when it caught the light on its way down toward the table to remove and splash blood all over the area. He counted and remained calm with his eyes trained on his grandfather. He knew that when he was ready, the man would give the signal for him to come forward. Taking out his handkerchief, Jackson walked over to Emerald's finger, picked it up, and presented it to his grandfather. Jackson fought to keep his face free of all emotion while he listened to the words the man spoke in his ear. He didn't like what he was told, and he hated even more having to be tied to Emerald for the time being. Although he had started having feelings for her, and some still remained, he was mad that she had used him, and now he was being forced to deal with her. The men of his clan patted him on his back as he made his way over toward her. He roughly picked her limp body up in his arms and left the noisy room.
You also get bi-weekly updates of books that I'm currently writing, which is basically giving you early access before it hits the market, and a lot of other fun little surprises that I don't want to give away. So, Loving in the Gray, $4 a month. You get all of these goodies, and I promise you there is not a subscription-based product out on the market like this. Soft launch is July the 20th. with a 7-day free trial. Official launch is July the 27th, which happens to be my birthday. So follow the link, get on that early launch list, and start loving in the gray. Bye.